famous network communication brand in Europe that comes from Taiwan. In 1989, Dr. Shun A. Chu returned to Taiwan from the U.S. and set up ZyXEL Communications in a small apartment. Unlike many other Taiwanese companies that moved from OEM to self-owned brands, ZyXEL became the pride of Taiwan on the international stage through innovation and advanced R&D.
Before starting his own business, Dr. Zhu worked at AT&T Bell Labs. Innovation is encouraged at Bell Labs, so Dr. Zhu wanted to start by creating his own brand. He believed that he could create the best product in the world, focused on branding rather than ODM. Dr. Zhu wanted to recruit fellow students from his university years, so he chose to build his brand in Taiwan. I think the founder's ideals, self-confidence, and his love of the land are reflected in the brand's positioning and direction.
Innovation is the core value of the ZyXEL brand and its main reason for success. ZyXEL has created many popular high-quality products around the world. These ranges from early modems to broadband network access solutions and from exchange hardware to consumer premise equipment. ZyXEL not only strives for customer satisfaction, but to create the most customer value and returns as well.
We wanted to be an innovative brand, so technological innovation is the most important part of our brand connotation. As for our company name, it was originally ZyXEL and not ZyXEL. We chose Zy to be innovative as well, because most companies like their brand names to start with an A, so we went the other way and started with a Z. The spirit of ZyXEL is reflected in our building, which has a rounded exterior and a square interior. A rounded exterior symbolizes customer satisfaction, while the square interior represents employee loyalty. Innovation, customer satisfaction, and loyalty are what our brand stands for.
The European market's emphasis on quality and reliability agreed with the core competitive strength of ZyXEL. It also allows ZyXEL to build a reputation for professionalism and high quality in Europe that paved the way for expanding into North America and Asia.
We didn't actually start out targeting the European market. We entered the European market back then because we were making innovative products for telecommunications and network communications. We needed a more developed region for our more technologically advanced products to stand a chance. We were fortunate that the Soviet Union had just collapsed and needed reliable modem router and fax products for their first presidential election. The only company in the world to pass product testing was ZyXEL, and the large Russian orders put us on the map. Our fame and good product reviews meant many people around the world wanted to buy from us. As Dr. Zhu often says, our products don't rely on marketing or salesmanship, they depend on a very positive user experience and word of mouth. So, the products and quality do speak for themselves. Our initial strategy was basically localization. We would look for a good local dealer for our products to localize management and marketing. Any profits were shared as well. The disadvantage to this approach was that, over time, it was every region for itself. That's why we started thinking about doing things differently. This resulted in the changes we've been making over the past few years. In the beginning, we relied on the strength of the product itself. But nowadays, the entry threshold for communication products is very low, and product life cycles very short. Competing solely through the product is now too difficult. This is why we've been strengthening our marketing capability in recent years and no longer relying on the product speaking for itself. Letting people know what advantages are offered by the ZyXEL brand and why we are trusted by our customers is something we've been doing a lot over the past few years. At the same time, we used to let our regional partners run their own marketing. We have found this approach to be obsolete and are now making changes. After the regional integration of Europe, we are now integrating other regions as well to concentrate the resources. Our new sales team is now based on 5 regions around the world.
ZyXEL has 3 R&D centers around the world, and researchers account for more than 1/3 of all global employees. Its capability for product innovation and R&D means ZyXEL always leaves its challengers in the industry far behind.
We have retained our capability for innovation, and it is continuing to grow in strength. In the beginning, R&D spending was around 5 to 6%. We have continued to add researchers even during the most difficult times. So now we have nearly 10% personnel who are researchers. In the early years, we produced traditional analog equipment. When DSL arrived, we started investing in the technology right away. We've now jumped on the fiber optic bandwagon and can make multimedia equipment as well. We have managed to keep up with the times through constant innovative R&D. There are several reasons why we can do this. The first is that we are very focused in our specialities and don't try to do everything. The second is that we can predict future changes correctly and prepare early. I think this is very important and can only be accomplished through sustained innovation. The third is that while we used to rely only on R&D, we've learned over the past few years that we need better marketing as well. We are gradually moving towards globalizing.
ZyXEL's expansion is balanced by a commitment to corporate responsibility and environmental issues, boosting the value of the ZyXEL brand.
The first is our shareholders. We are committed to sustainable management over the long term and generating profits. The second is the customers, to whom we provide the best service. The third is the environment that we are always concerned about. These are what the ZyXEL brand mean to us.